So next one, that is a program to subtraction for 16-bit numbers. So once you understood 16-bit addition, this program becomes very easier. Is it clear? That means once you understand the one program, addition or subtraction, is it clear? So everything it is same, but only we need to change the instruction. Instead of the addition, we need to write a subtraction. Everything program it is same. Is it clear? So how to say, before going to start the program, I will explain the example here. So let us start this one only. So this is same previous one. I will take subtraction for two 16-bit number means I need to take the 4-digit numbers. So that should be in your mind. 8-bit is nothing but only 2-digit numbers. So input I am taking these registers R0, R1 and R2, R3. So here I am taking the two numbers subtraction. One is the F7 7E H. Is it clear? Don't get confused. This H it is not belongs to this number. Is it clear? Only 4-digit number is nothing but this number, only your number. From here to here your number. Don't get confused. This H is not belongs to this number. It is going to tell like that this number is hexadecimal number. That's why I will write H here. Even in your program also I are going to write H. Is it clear? So this is first number, second number and this is your result. And for to store the output I will use the R4 and R5. That means this one E1, this result I will store in the R4. 5A I will store in the R5. Is it clear? And here also it is same. Already I said when you are going to take the numbers here, you have to first take lower byte, then higher byte. Next lower byte, higher byte. So that means this lower byte 7E I will load in the R0. So this higher byte F7 I will load in the R1. So next one again you have to come for lower byte only. Don't go for this number. So RD what will happen? This one I will store in the R2. So next higher byte 9C I will store in the R3. Is it clear? So how to write the program? This is same as the previous one also. So this is same ORG 410 H and last one is the end. This is also same. In between I need to write my logic. So here I will write clear C. Is it clear? So clear C is nothing but I am going to clear the carry flag. Is it clear? So carry is nothing but in addition whatever it going to generate the carry. Is it clear? That one in subtraction actually we are going to call it as the borrow. In addition that is the carry, but in subtraction we are going to call it as the borrow here. Is it clear? But here initially I am going to clear the carry flag. Is it clear? Clearing the carry flag is nothing but I am not going to consider anything the carry from the previous stage. Is it clear? So that means for example I will take. So that means if I draw here, is it clear? So this is my lower byte, this is my higher byte. Is it clear? So in the previous addition what happened? One carry generated here from this byte, lower byte to higher byte. Is it clear? So here this itself the lower byte. There is no other number from this right side. Your calculation only is going to start from here. So that means I am not going to consider anything the carry here. I am going to directly start with the numbers only. But if any carry here at the time what will happen? I need to consider this carry in the higher byte, second stage. At the time what will happen? I need to consider carry. But here there is no carry at all. I need to clear it first. Is it clear? Why I need to clear means in subtraction only one instruction it is there. That is the SUB, subtraction with borrow. But in addition two instructions are there. One is the ADD, one more is the ADDC, addition with carry. So without carry means at the time we can go for the ADD addition just. With carry means at the time I need to use the ADDC, addition with carry. But in subtraction only one instruction is the subtraction with borrow. That means here there is no carry means here there is no borrow means first I need to clear it. Because I can't perform two operations here because of only the one instruction is there. For that what I will do here? First I will clear the carry flag. Is it clear? After clearing the carry flag here, so here first number 7E I will load in the R0 by using move R0 comma hash 7EH. So just I loaded this number. So next one F7, this higher byte. So this number I will load in the R1 by using move R1 comma hash 0 F7H. Is it clear? So that means by using these two instructions I loaded the number F7 7E. So next one, here 9D I am going to load in the R2 by using move R2 comma hash 9DH. Similarly for 9C I am going to load in the R3, move R3 comma hash 9CH. That means by using these two I am going to load in the 9C and 9D. Is it clear? And again I will repeat, don't get confused. F7 7E is there. When you are going to load the values, don't go for F7 in R0 and 7E in the R1. You will get confused and calculation also become wrong. So first you have to take lower byte 7E, then go for the higher byte. When you are coming for second number, first come for the lower byte, then go for the higher byte. Is it clear? And here don't get confused, sir. Here you are using R0 means I should use only R0 and R1 here. No. You can use any one of the registers. Instead of R0 here also you can use R1. Here also instead of R1 you can use R0. But instead of making the confusion here, better to go for the sequential. That is becomes easier for you. R1, R0, R1, R2, R3. Is it clear? So what is the next one here? So I need to perform the subtraction. Subtraction between the first two numbers. That is the 7E plus 9D. So that means 7E minus of 9D. I need to perform this one. So how to perform? First I need to load the 7E to the accumulator. Is it clear? By using move A comma R0. That means 7E is loading to the A. Next one, subtraction with bar. Don't write SUB only. If you write SUB, that is totally wrong. There is no such instruction in 8051. You need to write SUBB, subtraction with borrow. In between content of accumulator comma R2. What is the value of the R2 here? 90. Is it clear? So what will happen by using this instruction here? It performs the subtraction between 7E minus of 90. Because I am taking this one. 7E minus of 90. Is it clear? So that means by using this one, you will get the result E1. Is it clear? So that means here you are getting the result E1. This result E1, it is going to store in the accumulator. Always it will be in the accumulator only. Is it clear? So second, what will happen? I need to go for the next number, that is the F7 minus of 9C. Is it clear? So here what will happen? What is the value of the F7 here? That is the R1 here. F7 is itself R1. So move. So here move R4 comma just whatever the answer it is, just I move to the R4. So that means I am going to store this one. E1 I load in the R4. Is it clear? So next one, move A comma R1. So what is the value of the R1 here? F7 I am loading to the accumulator. So next one, subtraction with borrow between A comma R3. So that means content of A, that itself content of R1 only. So that means that is the F7 here. Next number is the 9C. So that one I will perform by using the R3. What is R3? 97. So subtraction with borrow A comma R3. By using this one, what will happen? You are getting this result. This is 5A. 5A I need to store in R5. That's why I will use move R5 comma A. So that means here you will get the result 5A. I will store in R5. So what is the total result here? Your result is actually 5A E1. So if you want to see this result in software side, you need to see the content of R4 and content of R5 itself. You are the complete result. Is it clear? That means once you need to understand addition, subtraction becomes very easier. Just you need to understand 16-bit. We can't write 16-bit numbers. We are loading as the byte, that loading with the 2-bit numbers with respect to the R0, R1, R2, R3. In addition, two instructions are there. One is the ADDC, addition with carry. But subtraction, only one instruction it is there. That is the SUBB, subtraction with borrow. Is it clear? Initially, I am going to clear. That is a clear carry flag. This is only the difference. This I am going to use only one instruction. But in the addition, I am not going to use it. If you want, you can use this one also. It is not going to affect anything. Is it clear? In the calculation part, I will explain here. This is also very important for you. Here actually in this example I took F7 7E. Second number is the minus of 9C 9D. Is it clear? So this is the binary equivalent of this one. F means 411, 7 means 0111. So is it clear? I hope you can understand this one. So binary equivalent of these numbers. First number this one, second number this one. Is it clear? Very important thing. Here I am performing the minus. Is it clear? Minus is nothing but this is the negative number. So that means completely the second number is the negative number. Is it clear? So already in previous class I said, when you are going to say the negative number, is it clear? Your system, it doesn't understood. I need to give it in the 2's complement form. When you are going to say the 2's, when you are going to give the 2's complement, then only it will understand, okay, this is negative number. Is it clear? But this conversion into the 2's complement in your assembler only does everything. There is no need to worry about conversion, and after conversion we need to give the input. No. This conversion to the 2's complement, everything your assembler only does. But for us also we need to understand how it is going to perform. Is it clear? So simple thing. So this one I will keep as it is. Second number is the negative. Which number is negative? We need to take the 2's complement. If the first number is also negative, at the time we need to take the 2's complement of that also. But here the only second number is negative. So here what will happen, for second number I will need to take the 2's complement. So already you know that 2's complement means that is a 1's complement plus you need to add the plus 1. That is your the result itself, the 2's complement. So how to make this one? This number, second number I will take here. Is it clear? So first I will perform the 1's complement. 1's complement is nothing but you have to perform the bit reverse pattern. Wherever the 0 is there, you have to make 1. Wherever the 1 is there, you have to make 0. So here 1 is there, make it 0. Here 0 is there, make it double 1. 1 means 0. So that complete you have to make the bit reverse pattern. So that means here you will get the 1's complement. So 2's complement means whatever you got the result of 1's, just to add the plus 1 here. So what will happen here? 0, 1 means 1. So that means complete you got this result. This is nothing. Here nothing means here complete 0 is there. That means you will get the same result. Is it clear? So what will happen? So this is my the 2's complement. So this is my the 2's complement number. So 2's complement number means this is my present second number. This result, this is my the second number. So where is your the first number here? So that means this is my first number. So this is my first number. Is it clear? So present after the conversion here, this is not my second number. So my second number is this one. Is it clear? So what after getting the 2's complement, this number, that means second number, you need to add with the first number. So that means this one you need to add with this number. First number means this number you need to add. So how to add? So complete binary format, I written the same thing here. Is it clear? So next I am performing the addition for 2's complemented. 2's complemented means this one I am going to take complete here. Is it clear? So next we perform the addition, binary addition. 0, 1 means 1, 1, 1 means 1, 0, 1, 1 means 1, 0, 1, 1, 1 means 1, 0. Is it clear? So just to repeat this binary addition. So finally we are getting this 4-digit representation 5, this 4-digit A, this one is E, this one is the 1. Is it clear? So that means what is the procedure here? If you want to perform here binary here, just convert this first number and second number. Second number is the negative because this is this number minus by this base. This sign is going to indicate relate with the second number. That's why this is second number. So this second number, first I need to take the 2's complement of this number. 2's complement means first you have to take the 1's complement. 1's complement means just bit reverse pattern plus 1 you need to perform. Finally you are getting this result. So that means this value itself, this is my second number, not this one. So that means this one you need to add with your first number. So by adding this number you will get 5AE1. So this 5AE1 also it is same as your this result itself. You can check this one, 5AE1. In your calculation just to type hexa these numbers and you can see the result. Is it clear? If anybody asks, no, show me the results in binary level, means you should do the calculation by like this. This is the real calculation. Is it clear? And one more thing I will repeat. This is very, very important. Try to make practice with as much as possible pen and paper. And also whatever you are going to study about lab programs, in theory exams, semester exams also they can ask the programming. Same programs, these type of examples only they can ask in theory exams also. That means if you prepare well lab programs also, it will help for your personally the semester exams also to write the programs. So that's why instead of making by heart, as much as possible, take paper and pen, write it. Many times you write it and make it practice.